All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. So, as you guys can see, tonight's topic, we're talking about synthetic meat on your table. Now, we're also going to dive into something else that's happening in the meat industry, but we're going to start with synthetic meat first. Obviously, guys, of course, Bill Gates made a statement about synthetic meat, and the statement was, "It's going to be hard to get people to stop eating meat unless there's a law or regulations." We talked about this before. Um, many problems with this whole synthetic meat crap, but I found it interesting, guys, that Bill Gates realizes that it's going to be difficult to get people to not eat real meat, and it's going to be even more difficult to get us to eat synthetic meat, whatever that is. Now, right now, the synthetic meat market is working on beef. I think they're working on chicken as well, but they're really trying to perfect beef. Uh, Gates had said that it doesn't taste good right now. This is Gates, guys, not me. Gates had said that it doesn't taste that good, but the companies will make it taste better. All right. So I thought that was bullshit. And I'm like, this, he can eat an asshole because I'm not fucking doing it. But Gates believes that all rich countries should move to 100% synthetic beef. Not 50%, not 10, not 15, 100%. This is going to absolutely, guys, present the problem because, no, it's going to present a problem for them, not us. Because you're not going to get the powers that be on board with synthetic meat, right? And that's the whole truth. Something, again, guys, cataclysmic has to happen for us to turn to synthetic meat. All the cows and all the chickens have to die before we eat synthetic meat. And even if they have synthetic meat, guys, I will go vegan. That is the last and first time you hear me say some crazy shit like that. But I would rather go vegan than eat synthetic meat. Because the problem with synthetic meat, guys, is first of all, it's grown in a lab. It's a culture, right? It's a byproduct of a cell from the animal. And then it's grown in whatever they grow it in, and it winds up being fake meat. Now, they sit there and they're trying to advocate how synthetic meat is good because synthetic meat, guys, has more protein and polyunsaturated fatty acids. This is why they want us to eat it, supposedly, anyway. They're stating that it's healthier for us. Anything synthetic isn't healthy for the human body, period. There's no if and or buts about it. You can't sit there and tell me that synthetic chicken and synthetic burger meat is healthy for me when it's grown in a lab and different chemicals are causing a chain reaction for the cells to grow the way they grow. Again, guys, it's all bullshit. But yeah, guys, I tell you this much: vegan is fucking around the corner if they do that shit. Now, there's something a little more dangerous that's happening to meat. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but it's definitely. Anyway, sorry. It's definitely something that we need to be concerned with because it's actually gaining momentum in the meat world, if you will. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I read right, they're starting with goats or lamb. Maybe it's lamb. It's definitely lamb. I'm looking for the article I read a while back on this, uh, but I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it right now. But anyway, I'll get to it. I'll do a video on that. What is it? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, with that, guys, synthetic beef is now the conversation, and it's coming. Now, to what capacity are we going to see the synthetic beef or synthetic meat? Sorry, uh, who knows? Right now, there's a restaurant. I can't recall where. There's a restaurant that's selling synthetic beef. I want to say it's here in New York, but I'm not sure. Uh, but I'm not sure exactly what restaurant. The argument, guys, for synthetic meat is gaining more support because somehow they're linking eating meat to environmental damages and climate change. That's the problem. So people are watching all of this climate emergency, weather emergency shit happen, and they're sitting there going, you see, this is climate change. Oh my God, we need to eat synthetic beef, right? So this is the jump they make. They go, holy shit, too many hurricanes, synthetic meat. With that, guys, a side note, today I read an article that they are absolutely saying, guys, they're absolutely trying to start the conversation that Mars had life on it, and the reason why it's the way it is because of climate change. And somehow they blame, guys, somehow they blame Mars life form for triggering the climate change effect on Mars. It's a fucked up article. I'm like, wait a minute. So now they're Martians or they're fucking cellular, what you call it, did this shit. Whatever. It's fucking, it's weird. So with that, guys, you're going to start seeing more about, look what happened to Mars. This can happen to us kind of deal. Right? So, Paul F., I'm going to tell you right now, these steakhouses are going to put up a fight. These farmers, they're going to put up a fight. Because here's the deal, guys. The farming industry, as a lot of you know, and let's talk about the meat industry and the farming side, rather the cattle ranchers and shit like that. They're taking a hit. They're taking a hit. They are spending more money than they're actually getting paid. A lot of cows and like livestock, if you will, are getting sick for whatever reason. With that, guys, a lot of the ranching industry is not going to settle for their farms to be shut down to grow synthetic meat. Essentially, synthetic meat grown in, again, whatever they grow it in. Obviously, online, you see it in the petri dish. They're not growing synthetic meat in the petri dish. That doesn't make sense. It's probably grown in some kind of bag of some kind with enzymes and things coming together, building this meat. Still, not going to eat it no matter how the fuck they raise it. And they're also, like Bill Gates said, that they're testing flavor or taste so that you can eat this meat and it tastes like meat. Right now, supposedly synthetic meat tastes more like iron, like pure iron, right? Like if you were to lick a fucking iron bar kind of deal. And then Bill Gates is like, oh, they'll figure out that problem later. Really? So now we're fucking adding flavors to some shit? No, thank you. Who's gonna believe this shit? So, with that, guys, they're definitely pushing for us to eat this meat. I just don't know how or where it's going to end. Now, obviously, guys, most of us here are like, no, fuck that. We're not doing this shit. We're not going to eat that shit. There's no way in hell. The only way for it to happen is, like Bill Gates said, some regulations have to go into play. So, again, guys, Bill Gates is all about controlling our lives. He's all about fucking making sure we listen to whoever is controlling us. That's been his game. And that's will continue to be his game until he dies. He can't die soon enough. Um, so we have a big problem with that. Now, here's another problem that I recently read about, which I thought was interesting. They're going to start to vaccinate animals with MNR. Have I said that right? MNR? RNA. mRNA, sorry. Oof. mRNA vaccines. Now, that is not the arm ticket we are currently taking. They're coming up with different shots for different diseases that attack animals, right? So, bird flu, for example, they want to give chickens the mRNA shot to combat the chicken flu. Chicken flu? Whatever. You know what I mean. And if whatever disease pops up for lambs or cows, they want to have an mRNA vaccine for them as well. Hey, don't fall. Thank you. That was the wife giving me tea. Anyway, with that, guys, yeah, we have to stay abreast of what is going on with this. Not I followed, but I found an organization. I think they're like the American Meat something for goats and lambs or something another, and they were talking about being the first to test it when it becomes available. As of right now, the mRNA for animals is not available, but it will be. Now, interestingly enough, guys, yeah, Bubble World, exactly. Interestingly enough, they're going to start giving it to these animals, and I think that's how they're going to kill most of our food source, and that's how they're going to have a lot of us, not all of us, a lot of us switch over to synthetic meat. Because again, something cataclysmic has to happen, and we're seeing how this arm ticket's working for people. What do you think it's going to do to the animals, right? So the great die-off, if you will, is going to start in the next couple of years. Um, if they microdose these animals, they might not die off, but nonetheless, there'll still be mRNA in the food. That is bad. That's very bad. So, something to keep note of, guys. And if companies start singing that bullshit song, well, they're forcing us to put it in the meat. And guess what, guys? Fucking lettuce burgers, here I come. Because then I no longer eat meat. Now, fish would probably be the only thing I would be able to eat that's left, unless they start doing it to fish, giving them the fucking arm ticket for fish. But whatever, guys. It's looking like a shit show with this fucking crap. Whew. Sorry, super tired today. So, guys, synthetic meat is a byproduct of laboratory. It's a synthetic product created in a lab from animal stem cells. These are extracted, from thigh parts of a chicken, cow, or pig, and multiplied in a controlled environment. We're going to start seeing these things being built everywhere. The technology to use it is still under development. So they're still trying to grow this stuff. They have grown it, but the technology is under development. That means, guys, that they haven't hammered out everything yet, and yet somehow that one restaurant is selling fucking synthetic meat. I don't know how that tastes. The curious side of me wants to know what it tastes like. But being that they're looking to force it on us, that's an entirely different ballgame altogether. Laura, yeah, you're right. She says if they're talking about doing it, that means they're already doing it. And yeah, they are doing it. It's why that one restaurant has the synthetic meat there. But again, as far as taste goes, no one's going to buy into it. Now, I know a lot of people bought into that bullshit, that vegan crap, that Impossible Burger, and they're like, oh my God, this Impossible Burger really tastes like meat. No, the fuck it doesn't. It doesn't taste like meat. They fucking put bullshit in it, like salt and what you call it, and it's a high sodium concentrated fucking food, Impossible Meats, and all that fake shit. And first of all, guys, there's no such thing as a vegan burger. There's no such thing as vegan chicken. There's no such thing as a vegan spam. It's fucking fake bullshit meat. And it's not meat, it's fake crap. Like, people need to stop calling it fake meat or vegan meat or whatever the fucking bullshit they put together to fucking make us think it's meat. It's not fucking meat, it's bullshit. It's crap. It's shit. So let's start there. This fucking synthetic shit is something else. It's something else entirely. And I think, guys, we're going to see the bad side of synthetic meat. I just don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know if it's going to start a chain reaction in the human body that's going to possibly get things worse, or um, it's just going to be shit that we have to deal with no vitamins, and we're going to have to be supplemented vitamins because we're not getting it in that meat. Now, they said that the meat has the um, unsaturated, polyunsaturated fatty acids, and it had more protein. But what about all the other stuff that comes with meat, right? So they didn't mention that, and they didn't say that it had it in it. So, yeah, guys, it's gonna be a fucking shit show. That's fucking for sure. That's without a doubt. Um, Eating buds. What's going on, Alexander the Great? What my speech. Yeah, again, that's the other thing, guys. Cannibalism. I did a video on cannibalism and how many of us are going to be cannibals or going to turn into cannibals because we are not prepared or not prepared enough or don't have enough shit. How many of us are going to go down that road, right? I mean, guys, if we come to the great starvation, if that comes, we're definitely going to see cannibalism. We're going to see people we know turning to that shit. And then they're going to introduce the synthetic meat. No, you guys are eating each other. You guys will like this better. There is that. White Castle is 70% soy, 20% sawdust. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Oh, fat is good cholesterol. Yeah, and that's the thing. They whatever, whatever. They're definitely going to bamboozle us every step of the way, guys. I mean, they're already doing it with fruit. They're trying to actually, and they haven't perfected it yet, but they were trying to grow an apple in a test, not a test tube, but like a lab bag. So like not on a tree, but in a lab, and it didn't work out. So now that they're working on this bullshit fake fruits too, but no one's talking about that. We're talking about synthetic meat. Synthetic fruits are right around the corner, because that's how we're going to feed the world. We're going to feed the world through synthetic fruits and meat because it takes no time to grow. It's actually faster to grow than raising a cow, right? So growing fruit, synthetic fruit, guys, and growing synthetic vegetables and meat is way faster to grow than actual livestock. So there's that to consider. So that's how they're going to feed the world. Start the great starvation and then turn around and fucking feed us this bullshit. Well, Alexandra the Great said she posted a video, 1 minute, 1 second video of her cooking her water glass eggs that she stored 8 months ago. She just ate it and they were amazing. All right, so guys, Alexandra the Great, head over to her channel, take a look at that video. I'm horrible for cholesterol. Yeah, East Tennessee preparedness. Yeah, no, the whole listen, the cannibalism thing. We've seen that in history. I don't think we've seen it currently. Um, I don't think we've seen it currently, but we have seen it in history. We've seen it in Russia, North Korea, or rather Korea at the time. China went through a bout of it. Ireland went through a bout of it. So a lot of places, if I'm not mistaken, Germany did as well. They saw the Great Starvation, and even certain towns, if you will, here in the United States and the United States early formation, if you will, when the United States was just getting its shit together, they saw starvations in certain areas, and not the Donner Party. The Donner Party was just a fucking was a wrong direction kind of deal, and they wind up eating each other. But we're talking about people who were in situations where they couldn't leave for the winter. And after the winter left, they left that town and they went somewhere else. So, but nonetheless, guys, we saw starvation, and then we saw that movie Alive. Thank you, where they got stranded on a mountain. People will turn to cannibalism, but to what end? So something to consider, guys. The video, if I release the video, it'll be released later this week. But it's just something to consider. I'm definitely going to starve to death before I eat somebody. So that's it. That's that. I will wholeheartedly have no problem starving. But people's chemistry do change when they starve. When they are hungry, people's chemistry does change, and sometimes it could change for the worse. Some people's chemistry will change and they'll give up, and other people's um, chemistry will change and they become savages. So there's that to consider. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna get a PO box. My mother Spark, she sent me a book. So the first book she sent me didn't make it here, right? So they said it was delivered. I went downstairs, and yeah, I know I'm tired, and I went downstairs and it was gone. I'm like, all right, I didn't get here. So she texted me, oh, did it come yet? I go, when did it get here? It said the 30th of September, and I'm like, I didn't get anything. So she resends the book again. All right, she resends the book, guys. Again, it says delivered a couple days ago, and it doesn't make it here. All right. So now me and my wife are out walking the dog. And we're about 4 or 5 blocks away. What do we see on the floor? I see a wrap, an Amazon wrap that looks like it's the size of the book that my mother Spark sent me. And I'm like, hmm. So we flip over the first package and the label's not on it. So I'm like, all right, this is not mine. But you can clearly see that someone stole it from a building. So, not even 20 feet away, there's another Bobo World. I got your book. Thank you for the book, by the way. I got the book and it's here in the corner. Thanks. So, anyway, go 20 feet away, I see the first part or the top part of the Amazon package. I flip it over and I'm like, no shit. My name on it, Jason Charles. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. So somebody took the package 4 blocks away and fucking steals a book. Now, the book is an herbal book, guys. So, again, what savage is reading an herbal book here in Harlem? So my mother Spark was like, hey, listen, you find somebody reading that book, punch him in the face. Because what are the chances of somebody in this neighborhood reading that book? All right. So there is one suspect I got. I have to go visit him. He sells shit on 125th Street. So I'll go over there and see if he's selling this book. If he's selling the book, I'm taking it. And then I'll take it up with the cops. And, show them like all the proof I have and be like, you think that this fucking blowjob is reading this book? No, thank you. But I got to see if it's him first. So I got to go take a walk over to his street corner and see if he's selling shit. But I will find a motherfucker, and I will beat them within an inch of their life. All right, I won't go that far, but I'm definitely gonna fucking make their lives a living hell if they did steal my shit. And anyway, with that being said, now this is why I got to get a PO box, right? Because a PO box, the shit will make it there, and I won't have to worry about it not being there. I'll go get you. Hudson Valley says, "I'll go get your book back." Yeah, my mother's park. If the guy has it, I will do a short video on it. On this motherfucker's a thief, and then it'll end there. And then if the camera will be face down, you'll hear like fucking screaming and yelling and shit. But whatever. Liam Neeson, I will find you. By the way, guys, I know Liam Neeson. I know a lot of people are not big Liam Neeson's fan, but Liam Neeson did a good movie the other day that I just saw last night called Memory. Very good fucking movie. One of his better movies in a long fucking time. So definitely take a look at that. It's not a prepper movie. It's just a movie about a hitman who's suffering Alzheimer's. Pretty good movie. And that was the first time Liam Neeson did a good job acting. The first time. I'll punch his face. Oh yeah. Yeah, Social Dilemma. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. I just gotta figure out a place to walk. So what I was thinking of doing is doing my walking videos between the CrossFit gym and 42nd Street, and walking from 34th Street to 42nd Street while doing that, while doing a video. I'm just gonna get like 1,001 people behind me waving and middle fingers and shit like that. But whatever. We'll see what the. Yeah, no, Cherry. He is anti-gun, but I do like his movies. One of the movies I do watch. Listen, the movie circles, guys, getting super small now because everybody's fucking up. Everybody's remaking movies. They're recasting characters. They just recasted Rogue from X-Men. They made her black. I'm like, why? Right? So again, the whole recasting and shit's ruining movies for me. And like, for example, I really want to see Black Panther 2. I didn't like one, but I saw two, and they bought what's his name, Namor, the Aquaman version of what you call it. They bought him in. They bought the Iron Girl in, which is Iron Man, but a chick. And I'm like, this fucking sequel looks good, but I can't watch it, because they fucked that up for me. So anyway, that's movie bullshit. Sometimes it delivers company staff who steal stuff. Alpha Force, yes, I know that. That does happen sometimes, but this is not the case. I have two people in mind, two suspects in mind. One guy is a career thief. Him, I'm hoping it's him because it'll be a nice fight. If it's the other guy, it won't be a fight. He's an older dude, but yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But we shall see. The new Black Panther is going to be white. Yeah, Namor, right? Is the Submariner. Yes, Namor is the Submariner. Exactly. Thank you. That's who it was. It was Namor, and they brought him in, and the guy is speaking an ancient Aztec language that died thousands of years ago, and this guy learned how to speak that language. Maybe it didn't die thousands of years ago, but you get what I mean. It died probably hundreds of years ago, and it's an ancient language. It's not even what the Aztec people or whoever's left from the Aztec, what you call speak now. Because there are some surviving Aztec Indians out there, or natives, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, Ironheart. Is that it? Is that who she is? Ironheart was. I thought Ironheart was Iron Man's wife. I thought that's who, or his daughter. I thought that's who Ironheart was. This is somebody else. This is a black chick, but there was an Iron Man chick from Wakanda She put all the fucking gear together and she built her own suit. But anyway, that's a different story, guys. Uh, so, whatever. Movies are fucking shrinking for me, guys. I mean, like I said, it's getting super tiny right now. There's not much I can fucking watch. So, um, I think We're Alone Now. That's a good movie. If you guys are looking for a prepper movie, end of the world movie, I think We're Alone Now. It's pretty good as well. I thought it was good. It was spot on. I didn't care for the midget, the little dude that's in it. He's a fucking asshole, but his acting was pretty good. And Ella Fanning, she did good. So it was a good movie. And some of the realistic notions of it was pretty spot on. So again, something else you guys consider to watch. But anyway, other than that, guys, I think I'm gonna head to bed. I'm tired. Fuck this shit. Fuck that noise. Yeah, I'm done. So next week, guys, we have Hill Country Prepper on at 9 o'clock. I should really announce this during my prepper show, but yeah, Hill Country Prepper, guys, he'll be on next week, and then I have Prepper Nerd on November 1st, and I also have Prepping with Sarge October 30th, the day before Halloween. So that should be fun. So those of you guys, Hill Country and Prepping with Sarge, you guys got to fucking uh, your work cut out for you, because I mean, what's his name was fucking awesome. Cold War Prepping was awesome, guys. So hopefully I will see you guys. And Chief Prepper, I didn't forget about your email. And I think we were talking about setting you up for a date. So I'll get back to you when I get off of this. All right, guys. Anyway, other than that, thank you guys tonight. Thank you for following me as usual and listening to my bullshit. And I will see you guys Thursday on Prepping by Faith. I will be on Prepping by Faith's channel. I will not be doing a second live stream this week because I'll be on her live stream Thursday, and Friday I'm headed out to PA. So other than that, guys, you will see me, for those of you that watch, you'll see me tomorrow afternoon for the Wednesday midweek report. All right, guys? Thank you.